So Dave, you've got Brusdar Graterol as the opener tonight. What can you share with us, just the plan? I know that Andrew will take the bulk innings, but is it expected for him to come out right after, or do you potentially see someone else in between?
I think he'll come right after. It's something just to continue to give us optionality going forward. And Andrew's been a starter his entire career, so to kind of give him a little opportunity to come out of the pen and see what that's like, feel what that's like, just made a lot of sense. And where Brusdar is at with his usage, just made sense to run him out there to start.
Do you expect it to be a learning curve for Andrew?
I think so. This is more driven for him to kind of get this experience than Brusdar opening for Andrew, but certainly a learning experience.
Some of the more recent home run issues for Andrew, is there anything you've been able to pinpoint? Is it like command, location, what have you sort of looked at?
I think it's command has something to do with it, and I think sequencing, in the sense of he's a two-pitch pitcher essentially, mixes in a changeup once in a while, but guys are going to hunt the heater, and when he misses out over, he takes on some damage. But when he's sequencing right, keeps guys off the fastball, he's much more effective.
What do you see? Go ahead. That's it.
You've been waiting for one of those four outfielders to kind of raise their hand, or at least two of them to raise their hand, between Taylor, Thompson, Gallo, and Bellinger. Have you seen any signs of any one of those or two of those guys maybe saying, showing you that they're the guys?
I'll start by saying they're all kind of, obviously they're putting in work, but results certainly matter. I think obviously Joey had a rough night. I know he's competing in there. Rough night last night. I think CT is starting to trend a little bit in the right direction. And Trace is figuring some things out. Cody, I think the at-bat quality has been good for the last week. I think he's been good, maybe not getting the results that are reflective of how he's feeling at the plate. Just a little sidebar. There was something that happened in Trace's, something personal came up, so he's going to be flipped out tonight. He'll be down tonight, and then, but he's okay. And Vargas will be playing left field tonight, so that's just a sidebar, heads up.
Does he have to leave the team for
He's going to leave the team for a day.
But you expect to have him?
I expect to have him back with us tomorrow.
Are you seeing the swing and miss from the 6-9? I mean, the strikeouts are kind of racking.
I think, it's one of those things where you don't ever want to just say, hey, don't strike out. But when you're looking at north of 40% strikeout percentage, that just doesn't play well in the postseason. So no one's trying to strike out, but moving the ball forward is paramount.
Dave, in kind of a broad brush way, the Padres have had kind of three stages of their lineup. There was pre-trade deadline, and then there was post-trade deadline when they added so many guys. But with the lack of production, it hasn't been until recent weeks that they've started to come around offensively. How are they different now to face that lineup than they potentially were at other points in the season?
I think that now you look at their team, I think they have different options as far as pinch hitting options. I think certain guys are starting to come on, Brandon Drury being one of them. Obviously having the switch hitter with Josh Bell in there. I just think that they've just got more depth pieces offensively, and obviously with Soto in there too.